heard people saying go no contact and they will come back to you. But when you tried it, or you know somebody, a friend, a family that tried no contact, but you realize that days turn into weeks and weeks into months and nothing changed, then you wonder, is no contact actually fake? Well, no. Some people actually use no contact rule the wrong way. So today we are going to uncover some of the things that people do that doesn't help no contact, or that fails when you are using no contact, and most importantly what to do instead in this situation. Okay, so we are going to be looking at things that people do that makes no contact fail, or that makes no contact ineffective, and the best way to handle it. And the first reason which seems like no contact fails is that mostly people use no contact rule to control the other partner. Well, in most cases, no contact is meant for you to have control over yourself. No contact rule is supposed, in a sense, you are cutting yourself off, you are supposed to focus on yourself. But people use no contact rule as a manipulation tactic, and most of the time it backfires, because you are actually cutting somebody off, or you are using no contact so that the other partner can call you back. They will not be able to be okay, they will be missing you and things like that. At the end, you are the one that will be stalking them, checking your phone every second, going to social media, checking their updates, checking their life. So you wonder whether even you using it to control them, whether it's even working, because psychologically it's actually affecting you, because in one way or the other you are the one stalking them and checking on them, instead of using the no contact to work on yourself, focus on yourself and your happiness and your future. You will rather be stalking them because you expect them to rather be calling you, testing you. Maybe they feel uncomfortable without you being in their life. Do you get it? So this is when the no contact rule fails, because you are expecting them to actually stalk you, call you, feel uncomfortable because you are not in their life. But in return, you are the one doing all the work, stalking them to know what's going on in their life, why they are not calling you, checking your phone every 5 seconds and things like that. So in order for no contact rule to work, do this instead. Use the no contact rule to gain control over yourself, your life, and things you do daily. The more your happiness doesn't depend on somebody calling you, testing you and things like that, the more you will feel powerful, the more you feel like you can do things by yourself without somebody. So try that and it will help. The next reason why no contact mostly fail for most people is that you never change the problem. You've gone no contact with somebody, and you realize that after they even go back, the reason for the no contact is that you people work on each other. The problem that used to exist will be worked on, basically. So if it is disrespect, you make sure that the person have worked on most of those issues. But in this sense, you realize that after you go back with the person, nothing actually changed. The way the person is, that's the same way they are. Nothing. They didn't work on any of the problem they noticed earlier. The way they talk, the way they act towards you, disrespectful and things like that, remain constantly the same. Okay, so you begin to wonder, did the no contact worked? Yes, that is when you realize that the no contact rule has failed, because this person has no intention of working on themselves, neither did you even work on yourself. No contact doesn't simply, it's no magic. It doesn't fix insecurities, it doesn't fix neediness, it doesn't fix most of the horrible attitude that was actually destroying the relationship in the first place. So ask yourself, if there is any change that has been done. You realize, if you go back and you realize that it is still the same, or even before getting back you realize that most of these things, the reason why you went no contact, remain the same, then please think and think again. No contact, it is not a magic tool. It is the time for you to fix yourself or your partner to fix anything that is going wrong in the relationship. Another reason why the no contact fails is that you keep breaking the no contact. Yes, you wanted to go no contact with this person so you can work on each other, your issues, make sure that there is no constant reminders for the point in time. Okay, but then you realize that after the no contact, it's either you this most of these things can be vice versa. Do you get it? It's either you doing it or your partner doing it. Do you get it? So you went no contact, then you pick a phone and start testing. Oh, how are you today? And you start stalking, liking pictures of them one way or the other. You liked one, you end up commenting on one picture, you end up no contact is supposed to be a space where you people don't have constant reminders of that particular of the relationship for some particular time, but then you keep breaking it. How is it supposed to work in the first place? Do you get it? Apart from not using as a manipulation tactic, like, how is it supposed to work? You say you are going no contact, yet you are liking their pictures, you are commenting on each picture, how the picture look and how they look amazing, and are you really going no contact, or you just want to call it no contact? Okay, that is the reason why the no contact is not working for you. You end up testing them. How are you today? Oh, this picture is amazing, and things like that. No, this is one of the reasons why the no contact it's not working, because you keep breaking the no contact. So how is it supposed to be effective if you are always giving a constant reminders to them about their situation, about how you are, and you know, yeah, basically that's the reason why it's not working. What to do instead? Stop giving each other constant reminders. Have time to work on yourself. Do you get? Instead of giving constant reminders and things like that, interrupting the no contact rule and stuff like that. So please work on yourself. Give space, okay, for the no contact rule to work effectively rather than constant reminders and interruptions. This is actually difficult to hear, but one of the reasons is that they actually moved on. Yes, it is actually bitter, but it is what it is. Most of the time, you've got no contact, no testing, no call, and things like that, and you realize that these people have moved on. Some they just want, it's just ego and the rest, but there is this fact where you realize that they've just moved on and they are seeing other people. Okay, all you have to do is please just accept the reality. It is hard, well, it is very hard, but accept the reality and just move on. Basically, the more you are actually attached to somebody that's actually gone, the more you've accept somebody that have moved on and you think they'll get back to you, the more you'll be hurt. So immediately you realize that they are gone, just accept the fact and also move on. Accept the reality and also move on. Sometimes it helps for you to be at ease than having this constant reminder, the nagging feeling that, oh, they will just come back, and worrying yourself one way or the other. Please, immediately you've seen the sign of they've told you that they've moved on, accept the reality and also move on. One of the mistakes people constantly do during no contact is that they ignore their life automatically. Most people during no contact with their partner, they stop improving themselves, they stop giving themselves growth, they stop moving out, going out with friends, family, doing something beneficial for their life. They stop learning new skills. Even when at the school, you see that these people, they will stop focusing on anything that is beneficial one way or the other to their growth. So please, just don't do these things, okay? In order for you to, you realize that mostly when you stop most of these things, cry, it doesn't help. The more you feel stressed, the more you feel worn out, because you feel like you feel miserable most of the time. So please, instead of ignoring your life, friends, family, hanging out, going out with friends and family, please do that instead. Improve on your life, learn more skills, learn things that will help grow your life, okay? Learn things that will help improve your life. Do something to improve yourself, so it won't be like your focus is all shifted on one thing. At the end, you are improving yourself, whether the relationship come back to its original state or not. You've actually improved yourself. So don't wait on them to come back. No, Life doesn't just stop just because you've gone no contact. Continue to live your life, continue to improve upon your life, continue to do things that make you laugh, smile, continue to do things that will help improve your life overall. So basically that is it. The next thing people do that makes the no contact fail is that they keep looking for signs instead of accepting peace. Instead of making peace, they kept looking for signs. They follow every post. Okay, if you are like that, you will go to this person's page and be checking every post they did these past few days. You wonder whether it's about you. Oh, maybe this thing is about me. This post he just made is about me. She posted a particular person and you be like, he cannot live without me, she cannot live without me. Maybe this thing is basically just to pepper me. Maybe this thing this person posts, the person is just thinking about me and things like that. You keep reading meaning into every post instead of just focusing on yourself and then improving yourself. Leave it. At this point, you're actually breaking the no contact. This is the point where you focus on yourself instead of focusing on them, instead of stalking their messages, their posts and things like that. To read meanings, you are looking for signs to see whether they are still thinking about you or whether they've moved on. Directly or indirectly, you are just harming yourself. So instead of doing all that, please stay away from their posts, their pictures, things they are posting, their messages and things like that, and rather focus on your life. Stop looking at those things. Focus on your life, because with or without it, life still moves on. The next thing people do that actually make the no contact rule fail is that most people actually take it like the no contact is for their partner, but the no contact is actually for you to get the quiet time to work on yourself. It's a time for you to remember who you were before the relationship. Most of the time people will come back, okay, sometimes too they will not, but the main focus is for you to know who you were before that particular relationship, what you used to do. This is the time for you to find yourself again. Do you get it? So please, if you are using the no contact as a tool to get other people back, remember you are using it the wrong way. It's mostly to discover who you were before that relationship happened. So if you are using the no contact with all what I've mentioned so far, then please redirect the strategy to what I've suggested instead. Focus on yourself. Don't use it as a manipulation tactic. Stop checking up on them and things like that. Go full mode on working on yourself, improving yourself. Whether they come back or not, you're still going to be fine. Do you get it? Because you are finding yourself, you are getting new skills, you are developing new ways of living, happier, healthier, and with a sound mind. If you watch this video up to this point, I don't know what else you are waiting for. If you want this and more videos, then go ahead and subscribe, like, and share this video so that you won't miss out on any of my upcoming videos. Turn on the notification bell so that next time I post, you'll be the first person to be notified. Thanks for watching, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye for now.